right, welcome back to Metropol's Business AM. We are on the Metropol review, but there's one key issue that we are focusing on this morning. It's called the economic puzzle from Amana Capital. Now, we do know that yesterday they released their 2018 economic report, and we're sort of going to look at it step by step so that you know why you as a Kenyan citizen is still crying, despite recently the government saying that the Kenyan economy is still going through proper growth at 6.3%. That coming up shortly. We have Kevin Mwangi in the studio today to help us through understanding the numbers that we are talking about. But other than that, what other headlines, therefore, should you be waking up to this morning, and why does it make sense? Let's go straight into it. Farmers oppose maize importation. Now, we do know that this headline would only make sense, but we've already talked about it in the morning. Now, we do know that the station is saying, look, food security is a major part of the government this year. And so when you talk about food security and you want to bring in importation of maize from outside, that's like saying, look, you're importing security, which is not a fact or a guideline that the government runs under. We are following this story and we shall be bringing it to you and when we have it. Let's cross over to another headline that makes sense this morning. Now, Jambo Pay gets 30 days extension, and we do know that the Nairobi County government has been looking for an alternative farm to help them in terms of revenue collection and tax collection. And there were fears that once their contract ran down, that therefore most of the governments, county governments, that therefore in major parts in some counties in the country were going to sort of fail to get better ways of collecting their revenue. That was sad. That has been handled by the Nairobi County government, who now have given Jambo Pay another 30 days extension as they look into proper ways of coming up with revenue collection methods. Now, we do know that some of the tenants that were, some of the farms that were given, that were also applying for this same tender, came out complaining yesterday that were not, some time back, they were not treated well by the county government of Nairobi, saying that there was some sort of foul play within the way that the application processes and the approval processes were being undertaken, which has led to this. Now, what we're following this story is that we are following it keenly, and then we're going to tell you, will Jambo Pay be given another major contract, or will they get another farm to come in and also help in revenue collection in the county? Let's cross over to another headline, therefore. Mining CS intervened to intervene in Kajiado, that is the Tata Chemicals rates dispute. Now, we do know this is a headline that has been going on for time now. Now, we do know that some of these cases have to be solved within 1 year. Now, we had this case going back to the Labour Court, and now it's actually now been taken to the CS. Now, the CS have been told you only have 6 months to solve this. Now, we know that Tata Chemicals and Kajiado County government have been over loggerheads, over land rates that Tata has been paying to Kajiado. Now, Kajiado says, look, it needs to stand at 14,000 shillings per hectare. Now, Tata said that that should be null and void because that's some other integrated factors that Kajiado government is not looking into. We are following this story. Now, we do know that the CS has only 6 months, and once they run it to conclusion, we shall be here to report it to you the way it comes out. Good. Let's cross over to another headline there for YT2 vindicated over the budget. I know I told you that we're going to follow this story. Now it has reached conclusivity. Now, we do know that there were a lot of other areas that shocked Kenyans on how some of the Kiambu money, county government money, was being spent, even crossing over to Somali Peace Mission and other areas that most Kenyans were shocked. Now, Kiambu governor comes out and says, I also have no idea how this expenditure got itself here. It turned out that most of the people who run Kiambu County governor don't know how to use Infamous, which is the database that you use for your budgeting allocations and all that. All right. Now that we look to see exactly what happens, because we do know that there are other counties who are also listed. There are 11 counties, including Nyeri, Nyamira, and Kiambu, who are also questioned over the expenditure of public money. We'll follow this headline and we come back to you and tell you exactly how it crosses over. Now, parastatal jobs for Bob Kalimo and Mercy Oburu. They've been appointed to the Cancer Foundation. Now, we do know that This is a respected man in the country in terms of running businesses, and now the CS are saying it okay for them to run the Cancer Foundation for 3 years. That's a stint for 3 years. We wait to see exactly what is going to transfer from Safaricom to the Cancer Foundation. Good. All right, now that VW starts electric car sales, and we've been following this headline. Now, internationally, we don't know that automobiles are moving from fuel to electric. Now, we do know that the leading company when it comes to electric cars across the world is Tesla. Now, some time back, VW said, look, we are going to fight this status of you being the leaders. Now, they've released their first electric car that they say is going to be the biggest challenger to Tesla's status as the leading electric car maker in the world. We're waiting to see. They're saying give us 6 months. You're going to see exactly what that comes into. So we're waiting to see exactly also whether they'll challenge Tesla as the leading electric car maker in the world. This therefore brings us to the talk of the day. Kenya's economic puzzle, Amana Capital Economic Report. Now, we do know that the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics released the 2019 economic report, which we all know has now its base from 2018, and it said the Kenya's economy looks good. All right. Many Kenyans complained about how it was painful for them, despite the government saying that we had experienced this growth. The question, therefore, is why do we still have this talk despite the government saying we are doing okay? So today, in the studio with us is Kevin Mwangi. Welcome to Metropol TV.
Thank you.
Let's just start on the baseline. Let's address this issue for complaint. Why are Kenyans crying despite the government saying, look, the economy is performing well? In fact, the numbers, they say, are one of the best they've seen in recent years. Why are we crying?
Okay, first of all, we have to look at how this growth has been achieved. First of all, if we dissect as per sectors, you'll see that majority of this growth was contributed by the agricultural sector.
Yes.
And the reason for this jump was really due to, as you can remember, in 2017, first half of the year, we experienced a drought. So agricultural productivity in that year declined to almost 4.9%.
Yes.
In 2018, when things returned to normalcy,